Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory episode number 252. In today's episode we are going to complete a pretty massive SBC, and that is going to mean that I can go ahead and actually go a little bit further in the weekend league. I know it's Wednesday when you're watching this video, but this footage was from Sunday evening, okay? So we're going to start things off by completing the Eder Militao SBC, and then we're going to go from Gold 3 up into Gold 2 in the Weekend League. That's the aim, right? So if you do enjoy, do me a favour and hit the thumbs up button. We're shooting for 3,000 likes. We're getting a huge endgame centre-back in today's episode. If you can make that happen, that'll be amazing. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. So I basically, I was going to go ahead and submit Roberto Carlos, Aouar, and Guardiola. And they're three players which, like, I don't use, but I'd rather keep. So instead of submitting them, which I think you guys will have not liked me for, I decided to spend like 40k on a couple of players to make sure I could save them, because the rest of it looks pretty drastic already. Like, I'm getting rid of a lot of special items that I've kept in my club here for a while, including 97 Alisson. Lozano's gone. Don't bring him on anymore. I've got better substitutes there. 92 Koulibaly. Well, he was always going to be fodder. Like, we're even getting rid of 83 Osimhen instead of like just buying an 83 striker. Like, that, I don't need him. I just don't need him. So we're getting rid. And in this squad right here, Santi Cazorla. That's annoying. I wanted to keep hold of him, you know, but he does make this team infinitely cheaper. It means that I've literally spent 40k on a 400 and something thousand coin SBC for Eder Militao. And so Mariano and Jovic are going to go as well. Never used Mariano, never was gonna. And then Jovic, well, we realised after a couple of games that we didn't really like him, didn't we? So he was he's one of the most coin wasting SBCs I've done this year for sure. And then we are getting rid of Diego Carlos, a lot of the Footma stuff, as well as Osimhen as well. Like, again, I just don't need these guys anymore. So stop looking at it and thinking, I can't believe you're getting rid of those players. It doesn't matter now, does it? We're at that end game stage of FIFA where you're literally just keeping the cool stuff that you need, or the stuff that really matters to you in the club. And I don't need that Osimhen. I don't need a Footmas Boulaya. Like, I just don't at this stage of the game. So welcome, 90 rated Flashback Eder Militao. The card that we all hoped for this year and actually got. So yeah, his TOTS last year was absolutely incredible, so that for them to bring out a nice Real Madrid one this year is pretty awesome. 90 pace, 91 defending, 91 physical. It's actually not as mad as I thought they were going to make it. Like, I thought it was going to be like a 93 and then have insane stats, but a 90 pace centre back nonetheless. Pretty awesome, isn't it? So so we've got probably two of the best centre backs on the game now, right? So if anything's going to help me defend, it's that. See you later, Santi Cazorla. David Luiz, thank you for being such a great servant to the club, but you are now pushed to the bench, and we are going to have an 8-chem Eder Militao join the squad. Now, he does still look better to me. I put this out on Twitter as well, and I got responses from, like, pros. Like, Gorilla responded to me to say Militao is better 1,000% than this David Luiz. So it is definitely an upgrade. We are going to go out and buy a Anchor Chem style, because that's what I want to boost. I know he's already got 90 odd pace, but hey, let's make it 95 or whatever it is. So 8-chem Militao still has, like, pretty much maxed out defensive stats. He's got the crazy stamina. He's quicker than David Luiz, I'm pretty sure. And him and Joe Gomez at the back, like, that's a good duo, right? And we never know, like, we might be able to find a player to help get chemistry to this man at some point. If not, I'm fully happy to play him on the 8-chem that he'll come with in this current formation and stuff. And there'll be ways that we can get him onto on at least 7, 8 or 10-chem. Like, it will just be the case. We'll have no issues with that whatsoever, I'm pretty sure. But it's time to open up the reward packs to see if we can get anything back from this, because it's a pretty costly SBC. That has cost me a lot of my fodder. Like, the majority of my fodder. It's now going to be difficult every week to do the guaranteed TOTS SBCs. I think I might struggle. We might have to start using the players we get in red to then do the guaranteed TOTS SBC. So it might not be something we can really do every single week. I might miss out on the Bundesliga guaranteed TOTS because there's no Bundesliga players in my team currently, and it would take like a... I don't know, like, who would it take to change my squad? I guess, like, a Jadon Sancho would change my squad. I don't know what we'd do if we'd get, like, Alphonso Davies or something. That would be kind of mad. But, yeah, like, or you get, like, a 99 Lewandowski. What do I do with that? Because he's great, but is he as good as a 5-star player? I don't know. It'd be very difficult to get into the squad, that's for sure. So we got an Onana in the last pack, and we do get a walkout in this pack. It's basically the worst walkout on the game, 86 Pareo. But we take it, we move. You know, it's going to give us 10k, probably 8 to 10k that we can sell on and get a little bit of money back, because we are very broke right now. We don't have really any coins again, apart from obviously trapped up in Riyad Mahrez, who has dropped like a rock. But we'll hold on to him for a few more days, see what happens. Like, by the time you're watching this on Wednesday, I'll be interested to see what's happened to, like, the Premier League TOTS market, because they seem to go up before the weekend league, crash right down on the Sunday night, and then, like, maybe as the next weekend league approaches over the next couple of days, they start to rise again. We'll see. We'll literally just wait and see what happens. So I spend nearly all of the remaining coins I have on squad fitnesses because I'd run out and I wanted them, and this is what I match up against in the first game of the day. So this was Sunday night, so I didn't play all of Sunday during the day, and Sunday night I was like, you know what, let's do the Militao SBC and let's push for goal 2, right? So we can at least guarantee ourselves those Bundesliga guaranteed red picks. And we had so many games left, and I was actually, because I played so well the night before, like what you saw in yesterday's episode, I was in such a good mood from playing that night before that I had that itch to play FIFA again. I wanted to play, and I wanted to enjoy it. And it was a very different experience in this one. Like, the servers weren't pinging like they were the night before, even though I've got some incredibly low ping showing on screen. It just felt heavy and delayed and just not good in general, really. But we were able to make some plays happen, and you'll see that throughout this video. Now, we're 1-1 at half-time in a really very even match. And I would say that I well outclassed this guy's team. So really, he's sort of keeping up with me, considering we do out-team him. Now, we cracked the bar with Ndidi. That's unfortunate. That would have been a lovely goal to go in the back of the net. And then pushing forward here, Ryan Kent, the super sub, into Neymar. Neymar back to Kent. I can't believe how much power I've put on that, and it's gone flying over the bar. That should be a guaranteed goal. Oh, man. Anyway, we push forward with Adama Traore here. I feel a little equaliser coming. So this is what Adama does really well. He gets to the byline, cuts it across. Now, that is like the goal that I concede 80% of the time. So it's nice to do that to my opponent every now and again. When you're struggling to break them down, I guess pushing down the wing kind of helps if you've got a very fast player in Adama Traore. But then his red Gerard Moreno made it 2-2. That's a lovely screenshot for you. I'm going to leave that there, just as an embarrassment to myself for getting the wrong screenshot. There's your match facts for you. Normally I take a screenshot and it works perfectly, but that one completely screwed up because I was editing it at about midnight, and I'm tired. But anyway, yeah, we end up losing this game in extra time, going 3-2 down in the first half of extra time. We're going to claw a goal back here. Oh no, we're not actually. We don't actually score from that opportunity. How mad is that we don't score from that one? I think we end up getting the goal from this one, and again, even this is like winding me up because I get the shot. Like, that goal should be going straight in from Mariano. For him to knock it off the post to himself, that just winds me up. Everything I was taking shots-wise was either hitting the post or the goalie was saving it. And then eventually this is what we end up conceding. We clear the ball, but only to Sabitzer, who's able to turn my defender and get a left-footed shot away. Finesse into the back of the net. Alisson's not saved it. Yeah, it's done. This game is 4-3. I get it through to Ryan Kent here, and I try and square it. I don't know what I was going to do there. Like, whether I should have tried a shot or something, but we get through again. Oh my god, Mariano. How have I not scored that to send this game to penalties? It is beyond me how we've ended up losing that game 4-3. So very sad. And that was the first game of the day again. I think first game of the day is a rusty one for Lasty. 3 out of my 4 losses so far in this weekend league have been on the first game of the session. Maybe I should play a warm-up game or something. Who knows? We might go unbeaten. But then we match up against this nice, solid team. You know, there's a few players in there that are under the power curve at this stage. But Neymar is going to knock it to Douglas Costa. Back to Neymar, and I just get that opportunity to hit the finesse shot where it doesn't get AI blocked, which is a rare occasion these days. But we do score with the Brazilian. We're looking to make it 2-0 here. Look at that turn of pace from Riyad Mahrez. I chip it, and it's like a 99.999% chance that ball is going to smack the bar when you do the chip, because it gravitates to the bar every time I try and chip the goalie. But yeah, so 1-0 at half-time. Kind of deserve it as well. Like, we should be winning this game. I want to come away with a victory, and I want to feel good about this one. Nadama's worked it down the line and has knocked it into Neymar, who scored the goal. That has obviously helped us out a huge amount, getting that early goal in the second half. It makes my opponent feel a little bit more like wary. You know, he's now got a huge job to do to get back in this game, and I've just got to control it. That's not the easiest thing to do, but in the latter stages, he obviously has to try and get back into it. How I've missed that, I don't know. It annoyed me. But hey, we're going to work our way through again here. Kent is going to cut it inside and bang that one off the post. So many chances. Literally so many chances this weekend that have not gone in. And then the ones that are going in are just these cutbacks. I hate it so much. But Mariano knocks it through to Ryan Kent. And we're so clear through here that he is just going to bang that one into the back of the net. We're not missing there. Make it 4-0 in the 90th minute. And we've come away with a very, very decent win. And that gets us... up to... Is that our 15th win? Yes, that gets us off the mark from goal 3 onwards, right? Normally I really struggle and then I quit at that point, but it gets us off the mark. So we're at 15 now, so I'm definitely going to carry on to 17, otherwise it was wasted games. So we come up against a tough-looking squad, and Neymar, like, he moved his goalkeeper from this free kick to try and block the near post where the wall is blocking. So I just hit a free kick like this, and it flies in. I'll take that. Beautiful goal. And that is basically because last week a red De Bruyne did that against me, and it reminded me to do that. You know, that side of the goal is very, very open if they even take a step one way or the other, which means that those free kicks on the edge of the box are incredibly difficult to save, because one way or the other you're likely to get it over the wall and in the back of the net, or past the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. So this game was over and done when I made it 3-0 just before half-time. That's a good feeling, you know, at high elo. Latter stages of the weekend league when things are getting really tough, to get a 3-0 rage quit and a 4-0 win just before it makes me feel very, very good, man. So yeah, we're now 16-4, I think it was, and we come up against this guy. Nice team, very nice squad. Prime Butragueno, that new Witzel, or the Witzel from last week, should I say, and just all sorts of good players in his team. 4-2-3-1, drop back, one depth. Boring. He didn't have a shot in the first half. In the second half, we were able to push a little bit more. Like, I felt like maybe he came out of his shell a little bit, this guy, but it was still very, very much like he didn't want to play. I felt like he wanted to go to penalties. So annoying, so frustrating. But yeah, the few mini chances we had, we didn't score. I'd had 11 shots at the end. He'd had 1. So we go into extra time, and you just know what's going to happen. Like, these games are just written in the stars. You know exactly what's going to happen. He's going to get through and score a goal with the 2-star weak foot, I'm pretty sure it is, of Odegaard. Okay, whatever. Fine. Doesn't matter. We've got plenty of games left. We missed that shot with Kovacic there. I mean, that's the weak foot of someone who hasn't got great shooting, so I don't expect that to go in. But I should win that game just based on the stats alone. A very defensive display from my opponent, and he's come away with a win because of it. It's just a boring way to play. But anyway, we go into what is going to be the next game. Can we win this one, or are we going to go on a terrible streak now? Come up against Eusebio. That's a hell of a team as well. Like, the rest of that squad is just kind of nutty, isn't it? It's very, very good. It's going to be a tough game no matter what when you see those players. But Mahrez pushes past Maldini, cuts back, goes inside again, and that is just so free for him. And he's going to do the smart pass and knock it across to Atal. I could have probably taken the shot there, but guaranteed to go in? Absolutely not. Whereas the pass across to Atal is, and then that's a great goal. There's been so many times this weekend where I've knocked it into Mahrez. I want to do that scoop and then the first time shot, and it just doesn't quite work out, and he doesn't do the scoop turn. I get it slightly at the wrong angle, but it worked out for me that time. We're 2-0 up at half-time against this really good team. So I've just got to hold it because it's a pretty even game. I've just come away with 2 goals. Kovacic knocks it forward. And this guy had started to apply the pressure, so he'd started to push forward even more. And then Mahrez gets through. He's getting caught up by this Sergio Ramos. But somehow he rides the challenge. Somehow he scores the goal. And that goal right there gets me gold 2. Gets me the 17th win. It's exactly what I was coming for here. 2 guaranteed red Bundesliga players are coming to the RTG on Thursday. Look forward to that. And yeah, like he actually, with that goal, became the most, the top contributing player of my weekend league since I started recording my stats in the Excel spreadsheet. So yeah, like he ended up getting 41 contributions in 22 games, with 27 of those being goals. He's very, very good. I like him a lot. I actually really like Militao. From the first few games, I feel like he's saved me. So it feels like Militao, our new player, clutches us goal 2 even, should I say. I'm so used to saying goal 3. But yeah, Mahrez with a crazy record for the club. Whether or not he's still here for the next weekend league, I don't know. I kind of hope he is because I really like him. But at the same time, like depending on prices and what else comes out and what the prices of Bundesliga players are, what we get in red, you never know what's going to happen to the team, do you? So yeah, guys, that is going to wrap things up for the video, and actually finally for the weekend league. I know you've been seeing non-stop weekend league content from me for the last few days, but hey, we pushed towards gold 2 this weekend. We got there. We've got some slightly better rewards coming later this week, which I'm very, very happy with. Thank you for watching. Hit a thumbs up on the video. We've got Eder Militao today in goal 2, so that's great. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. Have a lovely day, everyone. You're following me on Twitter and Instagram, right? Right? Of course you are. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay playing games, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.